Hi everyone, I'm Pat Prokop and I'm out in the heavenly backyard garden and it's just full of color right now. But I'm looking up in the sky and I see clouds beginning to develop off to my north and to my west. Those are the development of some showers and thunderstorms. Now last night we had a heavy thunderstorm on the northern half of Chatham County that at the airport dropped 3/4 of an inch of rain and a 49-mile-per-hour wind gust. Some areas in Effingham County had 2 to 3 inches of rain out of that system. What about that? And also, what about all that smoke off to the north, particularly up in the New York City area and Philadelphia? Will it make its way down into our area? And number 3, what about the tropics? Today is June 8th and the tropics are quiet, but one computer model says you might want to keep an eye open on the tropics. Tell you what, let's take a look at all that. Let's go to the computers right now.
All right, I'm inside right now. I'm at the computer console, so let's go to the satellite imagery first of all. And here we have it over here. And we're seeing a little area developing right across central Georgia into the lower portions of the Savannah River Valley, into the southern portions of South Carolina, with another wave trying to develop right over here from Charleston back to south of Augusta into central Georgia. Both of these areas could develop into showers and thunderstorms as the afternoon progresses. Let's take a look at the regional radar summary. And from the Charleston National Weather Service radar located right over here at Grays, North Carolina, just north of the Ridgeland area, they're beginning to see some showers and thunderstorms developing almost along Interstate 16 over into the western portions of Chatham County, and another one just west of Hunter Army Airfield and approaching the Windsor Forest area at this time. Nothing serious at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on these as they're just beginning to develop. The time right now, well, you can see it right there. It's just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now, let's take a look at the forecast models. And here we have a situation here where it shows the development of showers and thunder showers and maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon hours. And there we can see as of 6 o'clock on Thursday evening, showers and thunderstorms basically along Interstate 16 extending into southeastern South Carolina into the Bluffton, Hilton Head, Beaufort areas. And as we progress in time, it looks like a pretty rainy evening developing across southeast Georgia, the upper portions of southeastern Georgia anyway, into southern South Carolina. So that clears off, and then for the rest of the week, it looks fairly dry going into Saturday. Looks dry going into Sunday, though. We might start seeing another chance for some showers and thunder showers, but that's beyond the scope of this map. Well, there it is, right there. That's Sunday afternoon. We should see some more showers and thunderstorms. But Saturday right now is looking very nice across the region. All right, let's go into some of the numbers. I always like numbers. You know me, I like numbers. And this is the output from the North American model for this afternoon. And it shows in the Savannah Airport area about a ½ inch of rain perhaps as of 5 o'clock in the afternoon, with another 1500s to 1100s between 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock, giving about 3/4 of an inch of rain for tonight. For the Statesboro area, also known as KTBR for the Airways code, a little bit less rain there forecast by this model, only 900ths of an inch. Now, the atmosphere is going to be quite unstable. These numbers here shows the instability of the atmosphere. Now let's take a look at a couple other stations. How about Hunter Army Airfield and the Beaufort Marine Corps Naval Station, KNBC. Now, if the Hunter Army Airfield looks like a little bit more rain coming in according to this model, the North American model, and it has about 8/10 of an inch of rain at late afternoon, mid-afternoon to late afternoon, with another 1/4 of an inch to 1/3 of an inch after sunset tonight, giving a total a little bit over an inch of rain perhaps in the city of Savannah, particularly in the central and the south side of Savannah. Yesterday, when the city got that 3/4 of an inch of rain, and some areas got over an inch, and over in Effingham County, as I mentioned, 2 to 3 inches of rain reported out in that area there. On the south side of Savannah, Windsor Forest, Coffee Bluff, nothing. It was bone dry last night. I don't think much fell on Skidaway Island either, but it looks like we could see some of this rain moving into Skidaway Island for tonight as well. Now, I want to show you something else. Let's go into another satellite imagery. Let me refresh this map here. because a lot of people have been talking about the smoke from the big forest fires up in Canada. And it looks like the smoke is beginning to dissipate somewhat, and the fires are not burning as strongly as earlier saw. But here's a map. You can see the smoke. This area right in here is the smoky area of the well, there's New York City right there. It's cloud cover moving in there, but that's that heavy, thick smoke. And if you look over here, there's the smoke coming out of Canada up here in the northern provinces, actually the southern provinces of the North America. You can see the smoke, but it's curving back north toward Hudson Bay. But another area of smoke that has been coming down with this atmospheric flow here has been coming down across the, well, just about the Mississippi Valley down into the southern portions of Illinois to around the Ohio River Valley, and then curving eastward and then back up to the northeast. That's the big broad area flow associated with the a deep trough of low pressure over the eastern portion of the United States. Most of that is remaining to the north of the greater Savannah, Hilton Head area. So I'm not expecting to see any of this smoke make it down. Now, a little bit might make it into the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere, but right now it looks like this rain that's developing is going to wash that out. And the weather pattern is shifting as well, so this system will be pushing more toward the east and dissipating as lesser smoke will be moving into the eastern portion of the country. So I'm not expecting any major problems with that. What about the tropics? Well, things are quiet right now. According to the National Hurricane Center, no new tropical cyclones are expected during the next 7 days. You know, I remember when I first started with the weather at WTOC, even at KOAM in Pittsburgh, Kansas, Joplin, Missouri, the National Hurricane outlook was 3 days. Maximum 3 days, 24, 48, and maybe 60 to 72 hour forecast. Then back in the late 90s, I think it was, or the early 90s, they extended that to a 5-day outlook. And that was really dramatic back then. And now it's out to 7 days. So the computer models keep getting better and better at predicting tropical weather developments. But here we have the next 7 days, no tropical storms expected. But let's take a look at something here. The global forecast model, the GFS, is over here. And right now it's showing, let's just back it up to today. And here we have, right there. Oh, come on, there we go. Today, that's sunset Thursday, and there's that rain moving away from our area, and the tropics are very quiet in this area here. But down in here in the deep Caribbean Sea, let's keep an eye on that. According to the Global Forecast System, or the GFS, now if you go beyond 7 days, you go beyond 10 days, it starts picking up something over here, and this is almost 10 days out. This is 9 days out. Sunday, June 18th. Not this Sunday, the next Sunday, June 18th. It's showing a development over here, over in north of Honduras and areas of Central America, off the coast of Mexico, which is southern North America. And if you continue to motion on this, it ramps this system up and pushes it through the Straits of the Yucatan into the Gulf of Mexico. And there you have it on Tuesday, June 20th. That's 2 weeks away almost, as a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. And then from there, it just bounces around all over the place where it's going to go. Now, is this reality? I mean, come on. It's beyond 10 days in the forecast, actually 9 days. And this is not just the first computer model run. If you look at, say, yesterday's model run, let's see, right there, Wednesday, it still had it. It has it there again. And if you look at it from Tuesday morning's run, where is that? Right there. It still had it. So it's been holding on to this system. Now, the other computer models don't run out that far in advance. But if you go back to 240 hours right here, that's as far as the other models go. And it's not showing anything here either. So at that, if we look at the Canadian Meteorological Center, shows nothing out there at all at that speed or at that time. And let's go back to the day's model run, 12 Zulu Thursday, and still nothing out there. And the famed ECMWF, the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, it's showing as well nothing out in that area. Actually, it hasn't quite finished this model run. It's showing maybe a low trying to develop over here off the north portion of South America, over in extreme southern portions of the Caribbean. So we'll keep an eye on that. But right now, I wouldn't be too concerned, too worried about it at this time. So we'll just keep an eye on it for you. But right now, at 14 days out, 12 days out, 10 days out, I really take these computer models with skepticism. Skepticism. Anyway, if you see any other reports on YouTube or whatever, just remember, keep that in mind. These models are good, but I don't think they're that good. But we'll keep an eye on it for you. But right now, if you want to see additional weather information, you can always go to my Weather and Nature page on the World Wide Web, SavannahPat.name. That's my page. There it is, right over there. And you can see it there. And I update that daily and sometimes multi-times daily if the weather is active. And a lot more than just weather on there. Also, a lot of astronomy on there as well. So, okay, let's go back to the garden.
Well, thanks for watching. As I mentioned earlier, out in the heavenly backyard garden, the dahlias are beginning to bloom right now. Boy, they're just loaded with color. And the dahlias, look at them. They're as big as dinner plates in some cases, and also different kinds, different colors, different shapes, and different sizes. I'll be having more about that in an upcoming video. But right now, let's just keep an eye on the weather. And it looks like we're not going to see that smoke. We could see some rains though, and I can use a little rain out here in the heavenly backyard garden. I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. That always helps. And also, what really helps with that algorithm is if you leave a comment below. Just say hi or anything. Just leave a comment below in the comment section right there. See the notes right there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later right here on YouTube.